could be the uninvited guest that everyone is talking about in the King's grand birthday parade? Ah, the sweet irony of it all. You see, there's an intriguing paradox at the heart of the royal world these days. Picture this: a grand royal event, the King's birthday parade, known as Trooping the Colour, a centrepiece of royal tradition. Yet the name on everyone's lips isn't the King, it isn't the heir, it isn't even the one who is next in line. No, the person stirring the pot of conversation isn't even on the guest list. It's Prince Harry, the one who dared to step out of the royal shadow and carve out his own space under the sun. The one who chose to leave behind the pomp and circumstance to build his own life, his own family and his own legacy. Yet somehow he's the one making headlines. The media is in a frenzy. Royal experts are being dialed up at a record pace. Everyone seems to be on the edge of their seats, wondering why Harry isn't attending. But let's pause for a moment and reflect. Did we all forget the fact that he wasn't even invited? And so the saga continues. The invisible guest who isn't even in the room is the most talked about person at the party. It's almost as if the royal world is whispering in unison, "Please notice us, Harry." And let's not forget about Meghan, the other half of this dynamic duo. She's not just a part of this narrative, she's a driving force behind it. The global interest, the viral moments, the intense scrutiny, it all seems to be directed towards the Sussexes. So, here's the million-dollar question. Why is Prince Harry, the one who dared to walk away, still the most talked about royal? Could it be that his absence is making the royal heart grow fonder? Or is it a case of you don't know what you've got until it's gone? Either way, it's a fascinating conundrum, isn't it? So the question remains, why is Prince Harry still the most talked about royal? Let's rewind to the time when Prince Harry decided to walk away from the royal life. It was a period of seismic shift, a moment that would forever change the landscape of the British monarchy. Yet it wasn't a decision made in haste. It was a bold step, a courageous move, a testament to a man's resolve to carve his own path away from the gilded cage of royalty. In the face of scrutiny and relentless media attention, Prince Harry, along with his wife Meghan Markle, chose to step back from their royal duties. This decision was not made lightly. It was the result of careful deliberation, of weighing the pros and cons, of understanding the implications and the repercussions. But at the core of it, it was about choosing happiness, choosing freedom, choosing a life where they could be true to themselves. And so, they embarked on a journey of self-discovery, of building their own life, their own family, and their own legacy. They moved across the Atlantic, marking a clear geographical as well as symbolic separation from the royal family. They forged new alliances, new friendships, and new partnerships, all the while maintaining their commitment to service and philanthropy. They welcomed a daughter, adding to their family of 3, and found a sense of belonging and home in each other. Prince Harry, the breakaway prince, dared to defy the norms, dared to question the status quo, dared to walk away from a life of privilege and power. He chose to prioritize his mental health, his wife, and his children over the demands of his royal birthright. And yet, despite his physical and emotional distance from the monarchy, he remains a prominent figure in the public eye. The media, the royal watchers, the world at large, they all continue to talk about him, to dissect his decisions, to speculate about his life. He may have left the royal life, but he never left the headlines. Prince Harry dared to walk away, to build his own life, but even then, he never left the headlines. Despite their physical absence from the royal events, the Sussexes seem to be present in every conversation. Now, isn't that something? Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, the ones who dared to break away from the script, have somehow managed to remain the talk of the town. No royal event, no matter how grand or traditional, seems to be complete without the Sussexes being mentioned. And not just mentioned, mind you, but they're often the main topic of conversation. The global interest in the Sussexes remains undiminished, if not increased. Every statement they make, every appearance they grace, every step they take towards building their own legacy seems to spark a viral moment. The world, it appears, is hooked onto the Sussex narrative. They're not just a royal couple anymore, they're a global phenomenon, a brand unto themselves. And let's not forget the attention they continue to receive. From the media, from critics, from fans and detractors alike, everyone seems to have an opinion on the Sussexes. They're scrutinised and analysed, admired and criticised, but never ignored. It's as if they've managed to outshine the other royals without even trying. And why wouldn't they? They represent a new kind of royalty, one that's not shackled by tradition and protocol. They've shown us that it's possible to carve your own path, to stand up for what you believe in, and to live life on your own terms. And for that, they've earned our respect and admiration. So yes, Charles may be the king, William may be the heir, but when it comes to global interest and attention, all roads lead back to the Sussexes. They've managed to redefine what it means to be royal, and in doing so, they've changed the game forever. Charles is the king, William is heir, but the global interest, all roads lead back to the Sussexes. The Sussexes aren't just making waves, they're creating a storm. Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, have not only dared to challenge the norms of the monarchy, but they are also causing quite the panic within the royal household. Their departure from the royal family, a move that shocked the world, has turned out to be a game-changer for the monarchy. The Sussexes are reshaping the narrative, creating their own legacy, and in the process, they have become a constant thorn in the side of the monarchy. Their audacious move to step back from royal duties and carve out a progressive new role within the institution was met with resistance, but it seems to have had a profound effect. The Sussexes' influence is undeniable and extends far beyond the borders of the United Kingdom. They have become global figures, their every move watched and analysed. They have built their own life, their own family and their own legacy, all while under the relentless scrutiny of the public eye. The couple's decision to step back from royal duties and pursue their own path has not only caused a stir, but has also posed a significant challenge to the monarchy. They've shown that it's possible to break away from the constraints of royal life and still command global attention. This is something the monarchy simply did not anticipate. The Sussexes' influence has become a constant reminder of what the monarchy tried to destroy. They've shown that they have the power to challenge the status quo and make their own rules. Their refusal to conform to traditional royal norms is not only reshaping the narrative, but it's also causing the monarchy to panic. The Sussexes' departure from the royal family has not diminished their popularity. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Their actions have only served to increase their global influence, and they've shown that they're not afraid to stand up for what they believe in. Harry is the moment, Meghan is the blueprint, and the monarchy is stuck in a constant state of panic trying to compete with two people who simply aren't playing the game anymore. In the end, isn't it ironic that the most talked about royal isn't even a royal anymore? The story of Prince Harry, the rebel prince, who dared to walk away from a life of privilege and protocol, has become a narrative that captures global interest. Let's recap, shall we? We've discussed the uninvited guest, the breakaway prince, the unavoidable Sussexes, and the impact they've made. In each narrative, one constant remains. Harry, always Harry. Prince Harry, the one who chose his own path, his own family, and his own legacy over the centuries-old traditions of the monarchy. He's the one who left, the one they called irrelevant, the one they tried to smear. Yet, in his absence, his presence is felt more than ever. This paradox is the royal enigma. It's as if Harry's departure has only amplified his relevance. His decision to step away from the royal life has only made him more fascinating, more talked about. The media is obsessed, royal experts are fascinated, and the world can't seem to get enough. Whether it's the King's birthday parade, the Earthshot initiative, or any royal event, Harry's absence is always the elephant in the room. The irony is, the man who isn't even invited is the one everyone wants to see. The paradox extends beyond Harry to his wife, Meghan. The Duchess of Sussex, who dared to challenge the status quo, to speak her truth, has become a blueprint of courage and resilience. Together, they've created a new narrative, one that disrupts the royal tradition and challenges the monarchy. This paradox, this royal enigma, highlights the power of individuality, the strength in choosing one's own path. It's a testament to Harry and Meghan's courage, their determination to live life on their own terms. Prince Harry may have left the royal life, but it seems the royal life hasn't left him, and so he remains the most talked about royal.